Hi friends, welcome back to my channel after a long time, and today I shall discuss with you about the short story The Girl Who Can, and it was written by Ama Ata Aidoo. And first of all, I would like to discuss about the biography of Ama Ata Aidoo in a nutshell. As far as the short biography of the writer Ama Ata Aidoo is concerned, she was born on 23rd March 1942 in Ghana. And as you all know, Ghana belongs to the African continent, and Ghana is a poverty-stricken country. And Ama Ata Aidoo's grandfather was murdered by the neo-colonialists, and Ama Ata Aidoo was at first educated in a school that was set up by her own father, and after studying in the school set up by her own father, she was educated at the University of Ghana, and from the University of Ghana she took her degrees. And after that she acted as a lecturer at the University of Ghana and University of Cape Coast. She was also a Fulbright scholar. In 1982, she became the Minister of Education in Ghana, but she could not fulfill her ambition from the post of the Minister of Education. For that reason, she resigned from that post. And as a writer, she is an excellent one. She is a poet, she is a playwright, and she is also a novelist. She has also published several collections of short stories. Actually, she is a versatile genius as a writer, and her plays include The Dilemma of a Ghost and Anoa, and these two plays are priceless in the gamut of African dramas. And her play The Dilemma of a Ghost is the first published drama by an African playwright, and her novels include Our Sister Killjoy and Changes. And among these two novels, Changes stand out formidably. She has also published several collections of poems and several collections of short stories. And our present short story, The Girl Who Can, was published by Ama Ata Aidoo in 1997 in a collection of short stories, and that collection's name is The Girl Who Can and Other Stories. Now, as far as the present story, The Girl Who Can, is concerned, it is set in the village Hasodji, that is in the central region of Ghana. That village is an extremely fertile one that yielded crops to its members. And the story is about female emancipation. And there are three female characters in this story. Adjoa, a girl of 7 years, and her mother, Mama, and her grandmother, Nana. How women could achieve success in the untrodden paths of life has been scrupulously presented here. And the story also foregrounds the theme of internal colonization on the part of women in the patriarchal African society. How women always obeyed the prescribed roles put upon them by the patriarchal society has also been presented here adroitly by the storyteller. Now, if we delve deep into the story, we find that it is about a girl who did what she wanted, and his deed proved her mettle. The story's protagonist is Adjoa, a little African girl who resides in the village in Ghana along with her mother and Nana, mother's mother. Adjoa, a little girl, lives in her world of dreams that is supported by her mother also. But Nana, who represents the oppressive patriarchal society, is hell-bent on degrading and denying her value. To her, that means to Nana, the value of a woman lies in her bulky figure, as bulky bodies are capable of bearing children. Other abilities of women are not given priority by Nana. Nana constantly disputes and debates with Adjoa's mother over her spindly legs. Actually, Nana is skeptical about Adjoa's future as a wife. Nana is not also cautious about sending Adjoa to the school because she thinks that a woman cannot prosper in life. So schooling or education is not accessible to a woman. A woman should never go to school because education cannot do anything to their lot. A woman's lot is confined, as far as Nana is concerned, to the domestic codes of the society. But Adjoa does not realize this. She finds it hard to understand how her body can limit her abilities. But Adjoa is a girl of grit and spirit, and her real love is her love for running. The distance between the school and her village is 5 kilometers, but she easily goes to that school walking that 5 kilometers. She doesn't feel tired. And in the school, she is selected for running at the district games, where she also wins the first prize. Nana is initially skeptical of Adjoa's ability of running, but finally she admires her granddaughter. In the heart of hearts, she feels glory and joy for her granddaughter's achievements. Actually, her running reconnects her with her Nana. And thus, the writer has also foregrounded the theme of solidarity, the theme of cooperation on the part of women in society in order to achieve success, in order to attain their own individual place. And if we sum up the story, it can be said that Adjoa's running and winning here symbolize every woman's attempt to break free from social prescriptions and emerge triumphantly. She actually symbolizes liberation. She actually symbolizes liberty from the way she was looked at. Actually, she defies the definition, the set definition of a perfect woman. And defying that set definition, she creates her own definition of a perfect woman. Actually, she creates her own room in that patriarchal and patrilineal society. And the writer by showing the struggle of this woman against the prescriptions of society has emerged as a champion of female liberty here. Thank you. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video, kindly subscribe to my channel and share this video to your friends so that this video is circulated among them, and please tell them also to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks again.